Another quick video working on the 2001 Ford Excursion. Today we're going to be working on installing this skid plate that goes underneath the transfer case. Found it locally at my pick and pull. Pulled it off of a 2003 F250. If you could see under the truck, there's nothing under the transfer case, but it does have the necessary holes on the frame rails to get them mounted up. So to get this mounted, it's 4 bolts total, 2 on each side. And when I pulled this from the donor truck, I pulled the hardware and the necessary clips that go over the frame rails. So today we're gonna go and install that real quick. Now that we're underneath the truck, we're gonna get these clips and slide them over the frame rail. So you're gonna want this side pointing up. And you just squeeze that onto the frame rail and slide it into that hole. So that one's in place. It takes a little bit of force, but they snap right in place. Let me slide on over to this side. There's that one. Get one more. Cool, that's all 4 right there. 2 on the passenger side and 2 on the driver's side. Before I install the hardware, I'm going to add a little dab of Loctite. Oh, that's too much. And that's just some extra security so it doesn't fall off. With those clips installed on the frame rail, we're going to move on to the next step, and that's getting the actual skid plate on. The jack isn't necessary to hold the skid plate up. It's not that heavy, but I'm doing it just to be safe. And as you can see right here, there's 3 sets of holes on each side of the skid plate, but only 2 of them line up. And in this case, the front 2 holes are the ones we're going to use. So we kind of have that in place. I'm going to jack this up a little bit. Okay, you can see that right there. We're going to start that one hand tight.
Move on to the next. Get that one started by hand. Now move on to the passenger side. Do the same move there.
Now that we have all 4 bolts hand tight, we can go ahead and hit them with the ratchet, and that should be it for the install.
Point down this side. Go over here. Oh yeah, one in the front, come off. We'll get the screw one. Ooh, put this one over there. Okay, that one bit. So now we can go ahead and get all 4 tight. Come back to this side, get that tightened up a little more, before we flip it down. Now we can lower the jack.
It's not fully torqued down, but right there you can see the skid plate does go underneath the cat. Oh, not the cat, sorry. The skid plate does go underneath the transfer case. And it's mounted onto the factory holes on the frame rail. Now we're done with the install. Really easy thing to do. Probably took like 10 minutes. And I was taking my time with cleaning hardware and stuff. And that's it right there. That's the new transfer case skid plate. It's a really nice option that I don't believe came on the Excursions. Found this locally at my pick and pull. 4 bolts, 4 clips. Really easy thing to do. You can see right here it kind of covers the cat. What I think I'm gonna do is try to build off of this and maybe make a cat shield. I'm thinking of using this existing hardware right here, maybe making a bracket that drops down, and then just tying a piece of plate from this bracket and then tie it all the way in over here. Like that gives a little bit of extra security over the cat. But yeah, pretty straightforward, really easy install. If you guys can find that piece locally or even find it online, I would suggest getting it. It's just a nice thing to have. This is my receipt from the pick and pull, and that skid plate was charged as a bracket right there, and I was charged $12.49 for that piece. So $12.49 for that skid plate, and then maybe 20 minutes removing it and installing it all together. You can't beat that price. $12.49 for that skid plate was a killer deal.